So apparently Konami has greenlit a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake. And I have to be honest, I'm a little on the fence on this one. I'm a little bit on the fence on this one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. As always, I am Robert Storm. If you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. That way you guys can stay up to date on all future content here on the channel. So about a day ago, a lot of rumors been floating around social media that Konami has officially confirmed or greenlight at least a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Now, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is one of everybody's, like most Metal Gear fans. When you say, what is your favorite Metal Gear game, 9 times out of 10, well, let's say 8 times out of 10, is probably going to be Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Other than that, you're probably going to say the original Metal Gear Solid. So this game actually holds a very close, dear connection to the fan base. And I'm super excited if we get a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. However, that is the wrong game to be remade. It is. It's the wrong game to be remade. And the reason why it's the wrong game to be remade is because it still holds up today. It doesn't need to be remade. It literally does not need a remake. You can go in, remaster, maybe update the CGI, because a lot of the cutscenes were redone for these pachinko machines over in Japan. So you can kind of add that in and just do like a nice remaster. Do not remake the game, because there are other games in the Metal Gear Solid franchise that needs to be remade first. I'm talking about the original Metal Gear on MSX. But Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 on the MSX are fantastic games. They are the perfect games to be remade, especially since Metal Gear Solid 5 was basically leading up to Outer Heaven and Zanzibar Land. It makes more sense if you would go in and remake the next chapter of that saga, especially since a lot of fans haven't played Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 that was on the MSX. And really the only way you can play those games unless you have an original MSX, whether you played Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, which came with the extra disc that had both those games on there, or you played the version that came on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which also had those games on there as well. So there's a few different ways to play it, but unless you played it on the PS2 and on the Xbox 360 or PS3, a lot of people haven't played those games, and they're really good games, especially Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear 2, and I'm not talking about Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm not talking about Sons of Liberty, I'm talking about Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake. Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 are prime for remakes. Now the rumor is we're getting a Metal Gear Solid remake, which that would be my first go-to. If you're gonna remake something, remake the classic Metal Gear Solid, which already had Twin Snakes, which was a remake for the Nintendo GameCube. So yes, like I'm all down for it. Right, but a lot of these games do not need to be remade. How about you take Metal Gear Solid 4 and get it out of the PS3 hell? Because Metal Gear Solid 4 has not left the PS3. Why is that game not on the Xbox 360? Why wasn't it on the Xbox One? Why wasn't it on the PS4 remastered? Why wasn't it on the... Metal Gear Solid 4, which was a fantastic conclusion of the Solid Snake storyline, is just in limbo in PS3 hell right now. The only way you can play that game is if you grab a copy. I can grab my copy right over here, put it in the PlayStation 3, and boom, I can play it on my PlayStation 3. But nowadays, how many people want to sit there and hook up their PS3? I don't have my PS3 hooked up. I would have to hook up my PS3, then charge my old-ass PS3 controller in order to play the epic Metal Gear Solid 4, which is a fantastic game. That is a game that doesn't need to be remade either. You could take Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, 4, and just remaster them. Give them more life. Bring Metal Gear Solid 4 to more people that haven't had a PS3 to play these games. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, although it is a fantastic game, it is like the cream of the crops, Metal Gear at its finest. Like, it gets you in all the feels. It has the action, it has the gameplay, it has the storyline, it has the emotion, it has everything. It's just a lot of people are going to look at that, unless you're a hardcore fan, is not the best jumping on point for Metal Gear fans. Because you look at it and you're going, oh, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. So then a lot of people are going to be like, well, do I have to play 1 and 2? And they're not knowing that Snake Eater is actually the earliest game in the timeline. That Metal Gear Solid 3 actually takes place before Metal Gear Solid 5, before Peace Walker, before Portable Ops, before Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 on the MSX. People don't really understand, like it is the earliest game in the timeline. It is the story about how Big Boss became Big Boss, and I'm super excited for that, but still, I don't think it's the game that needs to be remade. A remaster is perfect. Like, bring it out, man. I would play the shit out of Snake Eater right away. I just think you really need to look at some of these other games. I think you need to look at Metal Gear 2 definitely. And if the Solid game, Metal Gear Solid, isn't being remade like the rumors are, then I would say jump into that one. And you know what? I wouldn't mind just having a whole new Metal Gear game anyway. Give us something after Metal Gear Solid 5, because for a lot of hardcore fans, Metal Gear Solid 5 kind of left a bad taste in our mouth. Like, we weren't given Frank Yeager, we weren't given Gray Fox, we weren't given the big boss that was building Outer Heaven, we weren't given a lot of that stuff that we were promised, or at least we were hyped up for. Like, we didn't get Roy Campbell, Frank Yeager, like, we really didn't get any of that, you know? And the twist at the end was just like, really? That's what we're doing? So give us another game. Give us another game that takes place after that. Wash that out of our mouth. Although the gameplay was fantastic, the story was really lacking compared to other Metal Gear Solid games. So Metal Gear Solid 3, that's the rumor right now, and apparently it's being done by the company behind the Dark Souls Switch port. So whatever you guys want to put on there, I actually own Dark Souls on the Switch, have yet to play it at all, so I don't know how well that's going to work. But Metal Gear Solid 3, as a massive Metal Gear Solid fan myself, I would definitely pick it up and give it a shot. Like, I would definitely, like, I would be there day one. Like, I would buy it digitally, pre-order it like a month ahead of time, have that thing pre-downloaded and ready to jump in back to Naked Snake and the boss and, you know, just all that epicness of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It's just, out of all the games that should be remade in the Metal Gear franchise, I don't think that's the one that should be remade. But that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Later, guys.